Ikmal, and I will present to you about background of our topic. What is personal financial statement? Personal financial statement is a spreadsheet that details the assets and liabilities of an individual, couples, or business at a specific point in time. That means you plan your financial plan according to the spreadsheet you have listed. When you have listed down this thing, you can see how well you're financing, and you also can compare it with planning and without planning, which one will save you more. That is personal financial statement. It will help with your financial monthly. Next is budgeting. Budget is an estimation of revenue and expenses over a specific future period of time, and it's utilized by the government, businesses, and individuals. This method also will help to analyze your financial planning, whether it is good or not for yourself. Last is estate planning. Estate planning is to determining how an individual asset will be preserved, managed, and distributed after your death. This planning is important to ensure your wealth is distributed fairly to your heirs.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Aidil Amin bin Muhammad Rasdi from Group 1, and in this video I will present about the purpose of our report topic. First is personal financial statement. Personal financial statement is a term to describe financial management practices. The purpose of having personal financial statement is it can help us to manage our money through budgeting, spending, and saving. It is an important part of not only managing our day-to-day financial needs, but also planning our financial in the future. By understanding the important element of a personal financial statement, it can bring a lot of benefits for individuals to better understand opportunities to improve individual finance. This understanding can help our budget for current needs while planning for long-term financial goals. Second is budgeting purpose. The main purpose of budgeting is to achieve a clearer vision of our finance, so we can begin to plan our spending and saving and take control of the use of our money. It also can help us to reduce expenses and get more saving, because a budget allows us to organize and analyze our money and to make the best financial and spending decision. Lastly is about estate planning purpose. Estate planning refers to a definite plan for the administration and disposition of one properties during one lifetime and at one death. The purpose of having estate planning is it can help us to devise a strategy for determining who will receive our assets. It also specifies how we want to handle them on our own for some reasons.
Hello and Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Afan, and today I'm gonna present about the importance of managing personal financial statement and budgeting, and the importance of estate planning. First importance of managing personal financial statement and budgeting is it might be helpful to be prepared for emergencies. The emergency fund can be used for unexpected illness, accident, or loss of income. Secondly, managing personal financial statement and budgeting will help us not spending money that we barely have. Some people who really enjoy buying things with their credit card, as example, will face a problem of paying it back later. Thirdly, managing personal financial statement and budgeting will help us overcome bad spending habit. Making a budget simply will force you to take control of your spending habits. Lastly, managing personal financial statement and budgeting will help us adjust the expenditure flexibly. We can help separating funds between categories as needed during the month by managing personal financial statement and budgeting.
Assalamualaikum. Hi, I'm Megat Daniel, and I would like to talk about the current issue. The first current issue that is pandemic highlights needs for personal financial planning. So knowing how to spend, save and invest money may not have seemed like a critical concern during more fortunate times, but this COVID-19 is now pending Malaysians' financial fortunes, and the pandemic is driving individuals to see that financial literacy is a necessary survival skill. Without problem may assure, especially when a global or personal catastrophe comes. So the financial literacy simply means understanding enough to make sensible and responsible decisions about personal finances, and one important component is having enough financial knowledge to construct an emergency fund. People should be knowledgeable enough to spend so carelessly about that bankruptcy is unavoidable, but also not to how their savings instead of investing them. So only to lose everything. Just under half of respondents indicated they still spend exactly what they earn or more, and just over half said that they could manage for more than 3 months of their savings if they lose their jobs. So moving on to the statistical information. So the statement that the more you earn, the more you save, this statement is no longer valid in this era. So according to the study findings, the middle income trap is particularly prevalent among Malaysians, is that higher incomes do not value higher savings. So they discovered that 88% of Malaysians earning between 2,000 ringgit and 5,000 ringgit per month save less than 1,000 ringgit each month. Moving on to 67% of Malaysians earnings between 5,000 ringgit and 10,000 ringgit per month save less than 1,000 ringgit each month. And lastly is 31% of Malaysians earning more than 10,000 per month save less than 1,000 each month. So what is obvious is quite concerning. Nearly 1/3 of Malaysians earning more than 10,000 ringgit per month, usually considered a high income bracket, do not save even 10% of their earnings. On the other hand, 2/3 of Malaysian earnings between 5,000 ringgit and 10,000 ringgit per month save less than 1,000 ringgit per month. Thank you.
Next, we will discuss about the importance of estate planning. The importance of estate planning, including it will ease the process of segregating the estate. Estate planning is needed to ensure that the estate owned will be left to the right beneficiaries. Second importance of estate planning is to plan how the assets are being managed during the lifetime of the owner. If the owner is still alive but couldn't handle the assets because of illness or accident, estate planning can help the owner to manage the assets. Thirdly, estate planning helps to ease the process of transferring the assets. If the assets owner didn't do the estate planning, it will take a long time to transfer the assets to the beneficiaries. Fourthly, estate planning will help the owner and beneficiaries to avoid and reduce taxes and fees. In the process of transferring and segregating, many taxes and fees need to be paid by the beneficiaries. Estate planning helps them by avoiding or at least reducing the taxes and fees. That's all from me. Thank you for listening.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Ihsan bin Abdul Rashid. I will present about estate planning from the aspect of current issue and statistical information. Before I go any further, I want to explain briefly what is estate planning. Estate planning is the process of appropriately distributing or trusting an individual's asset throughout his or her lifetime or after death. It is a retirement planning that consists of two components: estate building through insurance, saving and investment, and giving away one's property or asset as one wishes after death. Will, faraid and hibah are among the tools used in estate planning to determine how one's possession should be distributed. The current issue arise in estate planning is
there is contention or disagreement between family members or beneficiary on distribution of the estate. This is because the estate planner failed to discuss or brief in advance to the family members or beneficiary regarding the estate planning. So, it is important for the estate planner to plan well on how to distribute his estate. The statistical information I choose will to explain about it. From the pie chart above, we can conclude from the data above that people in the city have knowledge and understanding of the need of creating a will. There are several reasons why people, particularly those in rural areas, are unaware of the need for estate planning. To begin with, many people tend to take estate planning for granted. Some of them believe that writing wills is reserved for the elderly. Yet, wills can be written by anybody who is of sound mind and is of a legal age. Young individuals frequently make excuses such as, "I'm still young and I don't have enough asset to write a will," to delay or avoid estate planning. They should not think this way because greater asset planning in the future will benefit them. So, that's all from me. Thank you very much.
Moving to our next statistic information is about HIBA. HIBA is method of inheritance planning those functions similarly to offering a gift without expecting anything in return. HIBA is distinct from the other instrument because unlike will and faraid, it has no limitation, giving the selected beneficiary the tested asset is entirely up to them. The recipient could be anyone that the giver choose to give to, and is not limited to the family members. If the giver share the wealth voluntarily, they can donate the asset to their buddy, friend, and even teachers. In other words, HIBA is a payment made to a family members who does not fall under faraid or will, without requiring them to go through a strenuous process. Based on figure beside, we can infer that since 2010, a growing number of people have begun using HIBA as their estate planning. The statistics show that HIBA application in Selangor increased every year since 2010. But due to certain reason, HIBA application in 2019 increased dramatically from 73 million to 130 million ringgit. But the HIBA application number dropped again at 2020 to 71 million, which is less than 2018. In conclusion, managing personal financial statement, budgeting and estate planning is very important to every individual. The issue written above show that Malaysian financial management literacy is still moderate and may be improved. Managing personal financial statement will help them in many ways, especially in spending, investing, and saving the money. The personal financial statement and planning are important for being prepared for emergency. Meanwhile, estate planning will make their process of distributing the estate easier after someone has died, and through preventing potential conflict and issues between family members and non-family members.
As for recommendation, you need to manage your personal financial statement and budgeting. You need to list down your financial goal for long-term goals and short-term goals. This is very important and you need to take some time to specify on these goals. Example for long-term goals is like when you're planning to travel overseas for a week. That will cost you extra cost, which consists of flight tickets, hotels, foods and beverage, and many more. Short-term goals doesn't use much money because short-term goals is like spending money according to the budget or not using credit card when going shopping. This will help you to prioritize which one will cost you more and which one is important first. When you already set all your goals, you will more stable financially and more effective on saving in future. Second one is estate planning. Estate planning has an issue where estate planner fail to discuss with each other on how to distribute the properties. Estate planning is a thing that you should have done when you was still young and capable in doing much things. Don't neglect your duty and make sure you are fair enough to distribute the properties. That's all from us. Thank you.